What would you think if Walter White were a role model as someone leading a drug-free life?
This is pure glass. Man, I gotta try this. No. No. No, we only sell it. We don't use it. Okay, since when?
Norway is like an iceberg. What you see on the water surface is only a small fraction of reality. The #1 country in the world for electric vehicle development, the most environmentally conscious population on the planet, fjords, forests, and pristine nature. But Norway is an example of an eco-horror at national level. 10% visible and eco, and 90% hidden horror. Norway has signed the Paris Agreement, committing to a 40% reduction in greenhouse gases emissions. The country's oil production per capita is the same as that of the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. It is the 8th largest oil producer and the 3rd largest natural gas exporter in the world, only behind Russia and Qatar. After signing the Paris Agreement, Norway has committed to increasing its emission reductions from 40% to 50%. Norway has the highest natural gas production per capita in the world, and it's currently making massive exploration and drilling investments to develop the huge Sverdrup oil field. It is set to increase its oil and gas production by more than 30% in the coming years. Oslo won the European Green Capital Award for its air quality, quality of life, and commitment to climate change. It is a country with the highest level of development in electric vehicles, which includes electric ferries. The Norwegian government is currently granting licenses to extract oil in areas close to the Arctic Circle, jeopardizing the Svalbard Islands. Norway's pension fund, the world's largest investment fund, is divesting from coal, gas, and oil industries to invest in renewable energy companies. The fund's capital comes exclusively derived from profits generated by the Norwegian oil and gas industry, the country's most important economic activity. Norwegian companies are some of the world leaders in offshore drilling and oil transport business. But some other characteristics of the country must be considered before we draw any conclusions. They have the highest standard of living on the planet. It's a country that is extremely conscious about protecting the environment. It has a highly educated population. It has enviable democratic institutions. It is the least corrupt country in the world. It has an egalitarian society without racial social tensions. It has enormous accumulated wealth with no foreign debt. A country with this kind of society that the rest of the world dream of having, a country that signed the Paris Agreement, leading the transition towards a greener and more ecological society, is at the same time going full speed ahead in the opposite direction, increasing oil and gas production and leading technological developments in fossil fuel extraction.
That in him you saw a bit of me. Hide! Oh, but it confuses you, doesn't it? It isn't quite clear, is it?
Other countries that do nothing to tackle climate change at least have the understandable excuse that they prioritize solving more pressing problems, such as infant mortality, poor health and education systems, repaying public debt, or unsustainable pension systems. But Norway doesn't have such excuses.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Something so simple. I'm I'm going to put an end to all that confusion.
As you have seen, there are governments that act regarding the environment like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.